President Biden is considering offshore drilling ban as energy prices explode for consumers, critics accusing him of being out of touch with the nation's needs. Jack McAvoy, Daily Caller News Foundation on WND reports the Biden administration mulling the prospect of banning new American offshore oil and natural gas drilling project as fuel prices continue to spike, according to New York Times reports. The Interior Department's Bureau of Ocean Energy Management, working closely with White House to shape policy, will release its drafted 5-year plan for new oil and gas drilling leases in federal waters to Congress by the end of this month, June 30th, according to New York Times, citing people familiar with the matter. The administration is likely to stop new offshore drilling projects in the Atlantic and Pacific. It's considering whether to end leasing in the Arctic and Gulf of Mexico. Gas prices have soared over the past several months, causing the president to have heavily criticized for his energy policy. And in response to this crisis, Biden recently called for Congress to suspend the federal gas tax for 3 months and urged oil companies to increase their production of fuel. The decision to potentially limit offshore drilling comes at a time in which climate activists continue to pressure Biden and his administration into embracing more environmental-free energy solutions. On June 6, Biden took further action to commit to a clean energy future, quote-unquote, in order to tackle climate change and lower energy costs through the use of Defense Production Act. Biden previously used the act to accelerate the domestic production of solar panels to further his green energy policies. Jeffrey Esselman, Chief Operating Officer of the Independent Petroleum Association of America, said that a ban would only further restrict the supply of fuel, driving up prices and hurting Americans nationwide, as roughly 20% of the nation's natural gas and oil production comes from America's offshore boundaries. Esselman pushed back on Biden's call for more oil drilling and refining, as a ban on offshore drilling would reflect his, quote, true policies and progressive green agenda, end quote. Esselman further said it's an understatement to say that Biden administration is out of touch with the nation's pressing issues. And reaching out to the Department of Interior for comment, a spokeswoman for Interior replied that the proposed plan has not been published yet. The White House and Bureau of Ocean Energy Management did not immediately respond to requests for comments. This was originally from Daily Caller News Foundation. It's on WND. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.